In today's video, we're going over the Stash app and taxes. We'll be breaking down how to know if you owe taxes on your Stash investments and where you can retrieve your Stash tax forms so you can file your taxes. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Eric of Everyday Investing, and on this channel we're all about investing and personal finance for the everyday investor. So if you're new here today, definitely feel free to subscribe and hit that bell notification to catch future investment app tutorial videos just like this one. Today we are indeed talking about the Stash app and taxes. Now before we get started guys, I do want to first mention that I am not a tax professional, so if you need any legal tax advice or have any legal tax questions regarding your investments, as always consult with your accountant or tax professional and they can help you further with that. Today I'm here to show you how to know if you owe taxes this year on your Stash investments and where you can download those tax forms. So essentially guys, you may owe taxes on your Stash investments, on your Stash portfolio, if any of the following reasons occurred. If you received any dividend income in the previous year, if you received any dividends from your stocks or ETFs in your Stash portfolio, you will owe taxes on that. If you received any interest income from cash sitting in your Stash account, you will owe taxes on that interest. And thirdly, if you made any profits from buying and selling stocks, you will owe taxes on those transactions as well. On the other hand, if you lost any money trading stocks on Stash, you can actually deduct those losses on your taxes as well. So when it comes to taxes and investment brokerages like the Stash app, they will send you a 1099 tax form. That is the common tax form from investment platforms. And the 1099 is typically broken down into 4 parts. You may have your 1099B, which stands for brokerage transactions. Again, this is if you made any profits buying and selling stocks or ETFs on Stash. The second is the 1099 DIV, that stands for dividends, if you made any dividend income from your stocks. Thirdly, you have the 1099 INT, which stands for interest, if you made any interest income from cash sitting in your account. And fourthly, but the least common, is the 1099 MISC, which stands for miscellaneous income, if you made any miscellaneous income on the Stash app. But don't worry guys, you don't have to worry too much about those different variations of the 1099 tax form, because Stash, as well as pretty much all investment platforms, condense it down into a downloadable PDF, which you can then print out and do one of 2 things with. You can either take that 1099 tax form and hand it to your tax professional if you go to someone for your taxes, or you can also use that information and manually enter that information in TurboTax if you use TurboTax for your taxes. So now that you know if you owe any taxes on your Stash investments, I'm going to show you where you can retrieve your Stash tax forms on both the Stash app as well as on the Stash website. Alright guys, so here we are now inside the Stash app itself. So to locate your Stash tax forms, what you're going to want to do is click on the left-hand side menu, and you're going to want to go down to where it says Account. Once you're in Account, you're going to want to scroll down to where it says Tax Documents near the bottom. Click on Tax Documents, and here it will show you your tax documents inside the Stash app from your previous years. Form 1099 is the most common tax form from investment brokerages. You'll find that in all your investment apps and brokerage platforms. Now, I'm not going to open up my Form 1099 guys here on video because it does contain private and personal information, but all you have to do is click on that little Form 1099. It will open up and you can download that in a PDF file to either give to your tax professional, or you can use that information to type into TurboTax. Likewise guys, if you want to download your Stash tax forms from the Stash website on your computer rather than on your phone, you can also hop on to stashinvest.com, log into your Stash account, and download your tax forms from here. So once you're in your Stash account on the website, you simply want to click on your name on the upper right hand corner. You want to go down to where it says Tax Documents and Statements on the left hand side. Click on that. You want to click on Tax Documents. That'll open up your tax documents just the same as it did in the app. Simply click on Download, and that will download again your 1099 tax form in a PDF file format. And this 1099 tax form will include all the information you need from your Stash investments for the previous year, whether you had any profits, any losses, any dividend income, any interest income. It'll all be included and summarized in this 1099 tax form. Now, if you do use TurboTax like I do and you want to enter your Stash tax information into your TurboTax filing, what you want to do is go to the income and expenses portion of the TurboTax software. Now, because I am not a tax professional, I'm not going to walk you through the exact steps on how to enter your Stash tax information inside TurboTax. However, I'll give you a brief overview. It's very easy. TurboTax does walk you through it step by step. Essentially, what you want to do is go to your income and expenses area inside the TurboTax software. Once you're in there, it'll say, let's get your tax info. If you have a bank or brokerage, you could automatically import it. However, at this time, Stash, you cannot import your information. Unfortunately yet, you can on other investment apps. If you use like Acorns or Robinhood, you can. But unfortunately, not yet on Stash. I hope they add that feature, hopefully in the next tax year. But in the meantime, what you can do is simply click on I'll type it in myself. Once you do that, it'll then walk you through the boxes that you have to enter your information, and that information again can be found on your 1099 tax form that you downloaded from Stash. So that is how you retrieve your tax forms from Stash. And again, like I said, you do have two options. You can either manually enter that information into your TurboTax tax return, or you can print out that PDF, hand it to your tax professional, and they'll know exactly what to do with it from there. If you would like to learn more how to retrieve your tax forms from other investment apps such as the M1 Finance app, the Robinhood app, or the Acorns app, definitely feel free to check out my playlist of those tutorial videos right over there to the right. Anyways guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode on Everyday Investing.